Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spyro Reignited Trilogy. We're here in Dragon Shores, finally having essentially beaten the game, and gonna show kind of the post-game of sorts. This. First, let's
Well
this
done,
guy.
Spyro. Step right into Dragon Shores Park.
This gatekeeper.
By the way, if you win 10 tokens, you can visit our theater.
The theater, which we will actually be visiting soon. Basically, this is a giant theme park, obviously, filled with mini games that you can just have for fun to earn those coins. Because we have completed the game, we get this fun little portal here, which we'll go through in a bit. First, let's do a couple of the mini games here. First mini game is a dunk tank.
Step right up, Spyro, and take a look at what we've got for you today. Inside this here booth, you'll find some of the most vicious creatures you've ever seen.
Try the dunk tank.
Here's a baseball to spit, sport. Take aim, shoot at the target, and watch as the terrifying creatures fall into the water below. But don't worry, you won't hurt them.
Basically, it's obviously an obvious dunk tank. Hit the target, drop the A in the water.
Hey, that was pretty funny, wasn't it? Take this token for being such a good shot.
There, if you couldn't tell by the look
Have another shot
and
if you
names
want,
of
kid.
these guys, from Gnick and Gnail from the front, this area is very much based off of the first game with Norks. These guys are essentially, I guess, friendly ones. Ooh, next is the Earth Shaper. What?
This is pretty easy, isn't it? Have another one of these tokens.
Yeah, getting these tokens is pretty
Have
easy
another shot if you want, kid.
for most of these. Once we get to the roller coaster, that's when things get a bit more challenging. Hey, we get a dunk to the chef.
Wow, you really are a great shot. Take this. It's my last token.
Yep. My last token.
Have another shot if you want, kid.
Basically, we can just keep doing this as many times as we want. But let's just move on to the next activity. How about this one? The Tunnel of Love.
Free, free, free! You pay no money down and make no monthly payments. In return, I'll give you 1 token. 1 is all I can give, but you can ride as many times as you'd like.
This ride has actually 3 possible outcomes.
Hop aboard, my
I'm gonna see
friend.
if I can actually get the 3. Let's see which one we get first. Let's see. Tom Gretel. Oh, there, we got a dancing fawn. That's one of them.
Promised, here's your 1 token.
You
When
can get
have
one of
10
the
tokens,
fawns dancing
Try visiting
with you.
the Dragon Shores Theater.
Then,
Back to take a whirl.
let's see
Hop
if I
aboard,
can get
my
the other
friend.
2. One of them is actually pretty funny. They added these interactions in Reignited, by the way. I don't think they were in the original, if I remember. I did this in the original, and they weren't there. Off on again.
Just for kicks, eh, Spyro? You've already got your token.
Hold on.
Back to take a whirl on the
I'll
boat
showcase
ride.
all of them
Hop
once I get
aboard,
to
my
them.
friend.
Okay. Oh, there's the one. There's Greta. Pushes you off.
Just for kicks,
Okay.
eh, Spyro? You've already
That's
got
one of
your
them.
token. Come back anytime, though.
Karate chops you to basically push you off. The last one involves
Back to take
the
a
Yeti.
whirl. Hop
I'm gonna see
aboard.
if I can show you guys it. I mean, you'll probably be able to see it when I cut to it. See you then. Oh! Got the professor that time.
Just for kicks, eh, Spyro? You've already got your token.
Well,
Back to take a whirl on the boat.
okay. So the thing I was looking for was, as you will see here, the Yeti will actually T-pose on the way around. And basically it's likely that that was a glitch that was in the game that they didn't remove. Let's see if I can get it this time. Nope, another professor.
Just for kicks, eh, Spyro?
Well, you guys got to see the animation anyway. Let's see what the next... Okay, next activity will be shooting
Hiya,
gallery.
Spyro! I hear you're a pretty good shot. How'd you like to try my shooting gallery? Okay, I'll set the timer for you.
We just gotta shoot. Just 10 ducks.
Here's a...
Get a token.
Ready for the next? Okay.
Do a second round. It's quite fitting that the power-up we have here is a super flame, because that's what that power-up gives us. Get the second token.
Ready for the next round?
I believe there is a third round with these guys. There we go.
Great! Here is my last token.
That's the last token. That.
Come on back anytime, Spyro.
The final challenge here is the roller
Welcome to the
coaster.
Dragon Shores Coaster. Here at the shores, we don't just ride, though. If you can pop all the balloons on the track, a token is waiting for you. Ready to ride?
Let's do
Watch out
this.
for the
There
other
are
coasters out
3
there.
goes
It's a
throughout
crowded
this.
track today.
You have to jump over babies in the tracks. First one is actually pretty easy. Then it will get progressively harder. There we go.
Good job, Dragon. Here's a token for you.
There's our token.
All right. I'll flip this switch, and now you can ride more tracks. See if you can pop the balloons on these tracks, too. Watch out for the other...
Now we gotta pop all the balloons again, but this time we get to choose our track. First we'll do the normal track. Then we'll go around the other. Okay. Now we go around this part. Whoop. Oops. Missed the track. Go around the loop-de-loop. Okay, just go. Okay, this track. This should lead us to the rest of the balloons. There we go.
Hey, not bad. Here's another token. There's one more run. You're on a roll. This time you'll need to use the cannon installed on your car to shoot down balloons as well. Are you gonna give it a try?
Of course.
Watch out for
It's
the
our
other
last
coasters
token. This
out
was
there.
the
It's a
hardest
crowded
version of
track
the
today.
coaster. Because you'll see in a bit. See those red balloons? We have to basically pop them. With the cannon. Well, not just basically, we have to pop with the cannon. Mind you, this was a lot harder in the original. These balloons, this cannon was not exactly the most easy to aim. Might have to repeat that area. Yeah. Just to check. There we go. Yeah, that's what happens if we
Watch out
get
for the-
anyone. Okay, this time we're gonna take the off routes first. Let's double check. Triple check. I knew it. There we go. Should have 13. Okay. Go. There we go. Just gonna double check that I got all the balloons. Okay. Now we can take the home route. Done.
Wow,
As
you're
all
a natural. You've conquered
the
the
tokens.
coaster. Here's my last token.
And now
Want to ride the coaster? You know,
we can visit the theater.
Well, Spyro, it's your lucky day. You've managed to win enough tokens to enter the famous Dragon Shores Theater. Go on in and enjoy the show.
What this does is we can actually re-watch all of the cutscenes in the game. Any cutscene that played during the game, we can watch. From the boss intro cutscenes to everything. I'll probably try and get some footage of the Yeti thing so I can that you guys saw, but anyway, next thing is going to be this. We enter this, you'll notice hold up. Okay, I'm back. There's a small detail that I forgot. What that gate did that you weren't able to see before was this. Now we have permanent super flame breath. You know how I mentioned those skill points from Gulp and Ripto we're gonna be come back to? Well, we're about to do that. Let's go get them. One thing of note, this power-up, permanent power-up, is permanent in the original game. Once you clicked this power-up on one of your save files, the only way to get rid of the power-up was literally to erase the completed save file. In this one, there's a special code that I'm going to go over at the end of all of these games that turns it on and off. Anyway, meet you there. Okay, welcome back. So, this is going to be a super easy skill point to get. All you have to do is just this.
Fish him off and you can have all
Hit.
the berries you can eat.
Hit. 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 Yeah, this permanent super breath power-up makes this skill point super easy to get. Hence why I was not worried about getting this power-up. Getting this skill point. And there it is. Super easy, super simple. We already saw that cutscene. That's one of the 2 skill points we did not get. And now for the next one. I'll see you in the fight. Okay, here we are. In the Ripto fight.
Spyro, we want to help you fight Ripto.
Who needs orbs? Who needs to collect orbs when you can just do this? When you have automatic super breath. There we go. Straight to phase 3. Now this is actually the only phase in which we're actually fighting the same way as we did before. which actually might be, which is actually kind of the main problem of this. So I will get this skill point. The skill point is a lot easier to get, as I've outlined, with this power-up. It's just the flying phase is a little bit more, always stays the same difficulty. One more hit, I think. There we go. Skill point acquired. That's the final skill point of the game that we needed. Kersplat. Meet you in Dragon Shores. And there you go. That's every skill point, I think. Yes, every skill point in the game. Now, there is actually a couple things that get unlocked from that. Well, at least in the original. In this one, all you unlocked was an art gallery, which we'll look at after we've finished Spyro 3. But in the original, as I'll cut to, we'll cut to now. Oh, here we are in the original Spyro 2 to showcase the reward you get in that for all the skill points. As you can see, there are about the same amount of skill points, but the main difference between these is this. An epilogue. We actually get to see what happened to all of the characters at the end. Gulp found a new life at the Society for the Protection of Abused Monsters petting zoo. Such a good ending for him. At least he didn't have to deal with Ripto anymore. And he was abused. Some of their receivers joined the fun dance troupe in Fractured Hills. So I guess eventually, some of them finally actually got down with the jig. Yeah? One of Spyro's friends found a new toy! Ripto was found by another one of the dragons. Ain't he gonna have fun? Hunter's scuba diving career got cut a little short. From the looks of it, yeah. Shark Attack. Mimex swindled the bone builders one time too many. This has a lot to do with that lizard burgers stand. Clearly, he tried a little too hard to swindle them out of their money for their lizards. Agent Zero found some new recruits to train. Hey, Hansel and Greta. They're now part of the agents. Nest builders finally made it to the Colossus for the big hockey game. So that means they actually got to do their hockey game against the Colossus monks. Chef finally got to host a hot tub party. Spyro got to relax with the turtles. Hey, the chef was a good guy. Spyro missed his chance with Laura. Sadly, he missed the chance to actually have fun with Laura. Crush decided to pursue higher learning. So that big dope is not gonna be a big dope anymore. Spyro was confronted by the black sheep of the herd. Oof. All those sheep we burned, maybe coming back to haunt us. The end. Anyway, that was the epilogue. That was taken out of Reignited. As well as we will see an epilogue in the third one as well that was taken out as well. So, without further ado, back to Reignited for more of Dragon Shores. See you there! Okay, so that was an interesting little epilogue, right? One other small detail about the differences between this and the original was the power-ups. The power-ups actually change how Spyro looks in very different ways. Okay, so one of the main differences between this a good main difference that you will have noticed was that all of the palette, that Spyro's actual appearance changes depending on his power-up status. As you can see here, the Fire Guard palette actually changes his skin in Reignited. Actually gives him a new texture, whereas in the original, he only gained a new color. Just different changes his color in the original. The Frost Breath does the same. So that's another small difference between them. Anyway, that I'll probably bid you adieu. You guys adieu. For this game. And see you in the next game. In the third game in this trilogy. Year of the Dragon. Remember, as always, like, comment, and subscribe for more. And see you next one. Bye!